So I finally figured out why so many men get stuck in Normieville. I finally figured out why so many men are still stuck in the matrix. I finally figured out why so many men are still stuck in the slave mentality. Why people in general, both men and women, are stuck in the matrix, stuck in a slave mentality, right? They don't want to leave the plantation, right? They want to continue to do what normies do, which is to not think, which is to not rise above, which is to not think outside the box. I finally figured it out. And here's the reason right here. A lot of you are scared to get laughed at. That's what it is. That's it. That's absolutely what it is. A lot of you are scared to get laughed at. A lot of you are scared to know the possibility of what people could be thinking about you. And I'm sorry to break the news to you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, everybody's going to laugh at you. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Even your family members. You probably have one family member who supports you halfway, and that probably be your parent or something, or not even your parents, your cousin or something, right? Nobody's going to support you in doing what you need to do for yourself. And especially if you're thinking outside of the box, especially when you're trying to do things that nobody has done before, especially when your parents ain't shit, your cousins ain't shit, nobody amounted to anything at all. All they did was work a 9 to 5 and go to work, go home and watch TV and go to Red Lobster to eat and go to Florida for a motherfucking vacation. That's all you knew. That's all they know. So you out here, you trying to take swings as many times as you can. And yes, you're going to fail. Yes, you're going to fail a bunch of times. You're going to take a bunch of L's. You're going to take a bunch of motherfucking L's. And they're going to laugh at you while you're taking your L's. And it's going to be your family members who laugh at you first. See, strangers will support you first before your family members do. I've seen it. I've been through it. Strangers will support you first. Don't even look at family members for support. Don't even look at family members for support because they won't support you. They won't. I don't know why it's like that. I didn't invent it. Listen, it just is what it is. But ultimately, my opinion is I believe that the reason family members and people close to you wants to laugh at you, they want to see you in a certain light because, especially if they're older, they already have a preconceived notion about who you are as a person, right? They still look at you as that, that goofy ass or that retarded ass or some of those things. You know how growing up they call you have all these nicknames and all that. They never really took you serious or anything like that. They got all these preconceived notions about you already. So then you hit this epiphany, right? You finally turn 18, you finally turn 21, right? You finally turn 25 and you just grow up out of the stupidity, right? You grow up out of that immaturity and you finally want to get out here in the world and do something and make something of yourself, right? You looking around and you seeing shit ain't right. You looking around, you seeing your peers who were so popular in high school, like they amounted to nothing. You looking around, you looked at your parents, they ain't did shit but worked for forever, took trips to Florida and bought a house. That's all they life, that's all they did. And had your ass. That's it. That's all their lives amounted to. And then you just had this fucking epiphany and you want to do more, right? You want to do more than the average Joe Smo. You looking around and all you seeing is a bunch of motherfucking NPCs and you just like, what the fuck is going on? But hear me, and hear me clearly. Everybody's gonna laugh at you. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. And this is a prime example right here. take a watch of this video.
Banana rice you eat like, oh shit, my bad. I was talking too loud.
You're really loud and you're recording yourself.
Oh shit, am I super loud? My bad. You want to say hi to the stream?
Hi. What are you recording?
I'm a streamer.
You're a streamer. Sorry.
Why you laughing for? What's going on?
Sorry.
You on some shit right now, huh? Oh gosh. Be honest right now. Have you been smoking?
Nope. I'm sober. I just think it's really funny that you're a streamer.
Why? Now what's funny about it? Like seriously, tell me.
A streamer in the wild.
You go to this campus?
Yeah. Do you not go here?
Nah, hell no. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 19.
God damn, you giggling crazy right now.
Because I'm getting interviewed by a streamer.
So what?
You said chat.
Yeah, what's so funny though? Like honestly,
I think it's really funny that you're streaming. Silly.
it's like an ick.
Yeah.
Like you would never like see me outside in the real world for real.
Yeah. And you're walking around a college campus with a camera.
So you got a boyfriend or
No.
do you want a boyfriend?
No.
I'm right here.
I don't want to.
Yes, you do. Come on, you do. You do. No, you do. I can take you to Chuck E. Cheese for real if you want to.
I'm okay. Thank you.
Oh, that's your friend?
Yeah.
Shit, put me on. It's an actual work these days. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying it's not work. I just think it's silly work.
Really? Like, would I get the number?
You're still a streamer.
But shit, I'm hitting that way though. Like, also, do you mind me getting your number?
Okay, fine.
All right, hold on. Wait. I see you, all right? I hate shit like this. Oh my God, you're a streamer. Oh my God, you're a streamer. I literally walked you down like a dog. Oh my God, you're a silly streamer. Okay, 20 minutes later, you're standing there typing your phone number in my notebook, no? Okay, how about this? Watch this shit. This your number, right? Is this your number? Oh, this your number, right? You try to laugh at me, right? Here, get that. Yeah, take that. Take that. Don't try to laugh at me and shit. Then I pull your number. You gone. You out of here, buddy. Fuck.
Now, as you guys can see, he basically was like, fuck that bitch, right? Fuck that bitch. And I can relate to that exact situation, right? I can relate many times to that exact situation, right? I'm outside. I remember when I was filming this video and I was at Twin Peaks. I was outside filming. And it was these group of guys, you know, they out there drinking or whatever, blase, blase, blah, right? And I'm just filming. I was on live. Hey, to my day ones who was on that live stream, y'all tune in. Hey, comment down if you remember that live stream and what I was saying on that live stream. But it was a dude. He had walked past and he was like, he was basically like mimicking me on the camera. He was like, you've been on the camera for hours. All this motherfucking ass and titties around here, bro, and you worried about, bruh, what? All this ass and titties around here, but the only thing that was on your mind was me filming. And that's a motherfucking NPC. See, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. It takes, especially for you guys who may get into YouTube or get into the online space or whatever, listen, it takes an extreme amount of confidence to get on this camera, to put yourself out there, to be vulnerable, to do this, especially at a frequent basis, at an everyday basis, on a weekly basis, especially like how I do. And you have 8,000 people watching, you got 9,000, 10,000 people watching. And then for the bigger YouTubers, 20,000, 30, 40, 50, 100, a million people watching you, bro. That takes an extreme amount of confidence. And I didn't even have that many subscribers back then. I think I had just barely hit 1,000. I barely hit 1,500. But you got people out here, they so worried about you because they don't have the confidence that you have. And it doesn't just apply to social media. It just doesn't apply to YouTube. But this applies to all industries. You're going above and beyond to do whatever you want to do. You going to be above and beyond. You shooting your shots. And this guy, he all fat and overweight. He definitely don't look as good as your boy, you dig? He definitely don't look as good as me, right? He don't look as good as me, and he mad. I'm out there in shape. I don't have to press a bitch at all. Why press a bitch when I can pay up? Listen, man, I ain't finna get into that. I'm not finna get into that. Listen, I don't have to press him. Look, they pressed over bitches. He all out of shape. That's the closest he was gonna get to maybe some good looking punani. That was the closest he's gonna get. And he look at me up and down. I'm filming myself. I'm trying to build something. I'm being productive, right? I'm trying to build industry. I'm trying to build a mindset. I'm trying to build an army. And he mad. He mad. And he then he want to laugh it off like it's funny. No, don't try to laugh it off. Show your hate. Show your hate, good buddy. Show your hate. See, people be trying to laugh they hate off. They trying to pass. People are trying to pass jokes, right? They try to pass jokes like it's supposed to be a compliment or something, right? And the whole time, you know, she laughing at him. You a streamer. You a streamer. That's just so goofy. Bitch, what universe do you stay in? Look at who making the bulk of the money. Look at who's controlling the masses. Look at who's tapping into the minds of the masses. That's goofy? Bitch, you goofy. You still going to I bet you probably majoring in social work, you dumb bitch. I bet you probably majoring in psychology, you dumb broad. I bet you probably majoring in gender studies, you dumb. Come on now. But you laughing at this guy for going above and beyond, putting himself out there on camera because he believes in himself, right? Because he's trying to make something of himself, regardless of which route he takes. And then your dumb ass still give out your number. You still give out your number. Yeah, bitch, because on a low, you really want to fuck on him. You really want to fuck that charisma. You really want to fuck on that confidence. That's what it really is, right? So get used to people laughing at you, gentlemen. This ain't no easy route. This ain't no easy route. Half the people, I'll probably say over half couldn't handle the pressures of social media. You couldn't handle the pressure. You couldn't handle people judging you day in and day out in the comments. You couldn't handle people coming after you. You couldn't handle people leaking your address. Some of y'all y'all can't handle that kind of stuff. And that's okay if you can't. Right? It's okay if you can't. And I remember when I bought my first car, bro. My first car. I had just came back from AIT. I just came back from AIT, which for you guys who don't know, that's basically training for the Army. I just came back from AIT from Fort Lee, Virginia. Right? I was loaded with cash. Right? I had been stacking my money, and of course I was, young. I didn't have no bills, right? I didn't have no light bill. I wasn't paying no rent. I was still staying with my grandma at the time, right? So I came back loaded with cash, and I was ready to buy a car. I bought my first car cash. I didn't have no help. I didn't have no handout, right? I didn't have no cosign, right? I bought my first car cash, cold hard cash, and it was a 99 Lexus. 99 Lexus, green, doo-doo green. Right? But I love that damn car. I was proud of that car because that was my first shit. Like, I felt like the shit. I don't know if you guys can relate, but, yeah, it may be a piece of shit. Yeah, it probably barely run. Yeah, it probably need a little work. But you just felt so good, paying for something, outright, no help. You did it on your own 2 feet, on your own 10 toes, and I was a proud young man. I was proud. But then, I started pulling up with my 99 Lexus to parties and kickbacks and shit. And you had some of the other peers, they pulling up in Mercedes, which they didn't buy themselves. The mom probably bought it, or it's the dad's car, or whatever the case is, right? They didn't do it off their own merit, right? But guess who got laughed at? Of course, your boy. Of course I got laughed at. Of course they laughed at me, right? Of course they laughed at me. You dig? Because they didn't get that Mercedes off the pivot like I did. They didn't get it like how I got it. So yeah, it's easy. Oh yeah, we got the Mercedes. Yeah, 99 Lexus? What? I have a 2015 Lexus. I have a 2014 Lexus. Get that piece of shit up out of here. Then I remember pulling up to these group of girls, right? It was me and a few of my homeboys at the time, right? We were supposed to, it was a 4-man mission. It was a 4-man mission, And, you know, we were supposed to go in there and lay the pipe down, right? We're supposed to go in there and lay the pipe down. You know, I'm feeling good. And, you know, we pull up, right? Make a long story short. We pull up and the chick, you know, summertime, we got the windows down, blasting music, of course, you know, and then we pull up to the girls, they got, the chick that pulled up, they hopping out of like a Beamer truck or something like that. Nice. Good job. Nice. And then we pull up. Then the first thing I hear is like, what the fuck kind of car is that? Ew. I lie to you not. And when I tell you, as of course, this the time I'm still chasing bitches, right? I'm still chasing bitches with my poor little self. Polar child. With my polar self still chasing bitches, you know, my heart dropped. I'm telling you, the whole time, listen, gentlemen, it had gotten so bad. It had gotten so bad to where the confidence that I had when I purchased the car, it was null and void. It didn't matter. It didn't matter no more. It didn't matter. Because I was, you know, at the time I was still in college too. I was pulling up on college campus, you know, with my 99 Lexus, seeing the other kids. You know, like I said, you know, 9 times out of 10 is mommy's and daddy's money, right? They didn't buy the car, or they had some help buying the car, right? Everybody, you know, driving around a nice whip. Of course, you had some people here and there who probably, you know, they probably had a tow-up whip and probably paid for it just like I did as well. But for the most part, you know, people driving around, you know, nice cars, you know, even if it was a Honda or something, it was a nice Honda. It was a nice, you know, Accord or something like that. You know, a nice Toyota. And, you know, I was pulling up in my little beat up 99 Lexus. By that, bro, my confidence was shot. Because bitches was laughing at me. Dudes was laughing at me. Right? Everybody was cracking jokes on my car. Even people that rode with me. The only person that didn't crack any jokes, or he cracked it in a loving way, but he was always excited to roll with me, it was my brother. My blood brother. My younger brother. He was just excited to go somewhere with me, right? Like, even when the radio didn't even work barely. Like, hey, y'all, for you guys who done had an old whip and everything wasn't put together, you know, when the speakers give out and, you know, you're trying to turn it up loud and the bass ain't nothing but a bunch of static. You just blast and you can barely hear the words, but it didn't matter though. It didn't matter. That was probably the only person in my circle, right, who was just ready to hop in and just ride. He didn't even care about the music. He was just happy. He was just happy that we had a set of wheels that we can roll around, right? But even still, like, my confidence was shot. People were laughing at me, right? People gonna laugh at you, bro. People gonna laugh. But just like that guy, and I checked out his Instagram as well. He got some clout now. But they're gonna laugh. They're gonna laugh anyway. But it's gonna be you. If you putting the work in, listen to me. If you putting the work in, because I'm for sure gonna put that work in. If you putting that work in and you grinding and you trying to get to that place that you know where you, listen, you're gonna get the last laugh. You're gonna be that one that's laughing. I'm for damn sure gonna get the last laugh. I can't wait to see these bitches' faces. I can't wait. I can't wait to see their faces. You know how many bitches laughed at me? You know how many bitches called me I wasn't it back then? You know how many bitches called me lame back then because come on now. You know how many dudes that was popular back then who ain't doing shit with their life? You know how many family members, come on, let's talk about it. You know how many family members diss me? You know how many people laughed at me every time I did something? Oh, here he go again, starting another business. You know how many businesses I started? You know, forget that, how many businesses I started. You know how many businesses I failed? You know how many businesses I failed? You know how many times my confidence was shot? You know how many times I wanted to quit? You want to know how many times I wanted to give this shit up? Let's talk about it. Come on now. If you're watching this, I hope this gave you some confidence. I hope this puts you and your mindset on a different degree, put your mindset on a different pedestal, right? I hope you, whatever you do moving forward, that you stop giving a fuck about what somebody doing, what somebody's saying about you, because they're gonna laugh anyway. And they're gonna laugh because they know the Matrix is their destiny. They know that Normieville is their destination. They ain't going nowhere. They not going to the Bahamas, right? They're not going to the Bahamas. They're not going to, you know, the nice places on earth. They're not traveling. They're not gonna make the best of themselves in this life. They're gonna be stuck in Normieville for forever. That's all they're gonna be doing. That's all they're gonna be doing. That's all they're gonna amount to. But you, on the other hand, you got work to do. And they know it, and they see it, and they smell it. It gotta be on you and in you. You dig? And that's an after pill. Here's some more videos while you wait on the next upload. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you share this video with a friend. Let's get these subscribers up. Let's get the subscribers up. The road to 10K. I'm supposed to been have my 10K. Where the 10K at? Share the goddamn on video. And that's the motherfucking after pill. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.